Yeah.
Welcome back, football fam. We're here with another one. College football must see incoming freshmen for the 2026 football season. We're going to go through a couple of these highly rated recruits who might see the field a little early and some who might take a red shirt, but still names you need to watch out for, at least early on. I know other names will pop up. We're going to focus on these right now. Tyler, you ready to go through these?
I'm ready to see what's going on.
What better place to start with the number one overall recruit in the nation, Keyshawn Henderson, going to the Houston Cougars. Now he might take a red shirt this year, or he might start. We'll see. I think he can start, honestly.
Think so?
But he's 6'3", 185 pounds, number one overall quarterback, number one overall prospect. He's from I think it's called Legacy School in Houston.
That's one of those
Or
football
Spring.
schools. That's one of those football schools, right?
Yeah, it's called Legacy School of Sports or something like that.
Yeah.
It's in Spring, Texas. Yeah, so I mean, he could pick the school name like that. So I'm pretty sure they're playing some pretty good competition out there. Player comp I found was Jordan Love. This is not my comp. This is one I found. Uh, he is going to face a slight jump in competition after playing an independent schedule in Texas. But he's an intangible king, man. For everything I read about him, high level field vision, perfect timing, and pocket awareness. They say it's all off the charts. I like a comment that he had made. He said people stopped hitting him up in the DMs, complaining about his quarterback throwing interceptions on college football. He said he said he's not throwing interceptions on college football. Y'all throwing interceptions with him on college football. So y'all get that right. But that's Mr. Keyshawn Henderson. You got any thoughts on him?
Yeah, I like his game a lot. I don't think he's gonna start this year though. I think Jennings does finish the season. He deserves it. I mean, took him to a playoff game. So, but next year this will be the kid to watch.
Yeah, I do think they try to get him some reps though, especially some blowouts.
Even with the red shirt though, you don't think it matter
Yeah,
really?
they got the new red shirt rule. Everybody get 5 years now, so
Okay, well, I say I mean sometimes it don't even matter because if you know he's gonna start next year, it don't even matter.
yeah, because you got the. I would want my backup quarterback if I know he's going to be a starter next year. I want him to get as many reps he can the year before as well.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it doesn't matter how many games you play, how many snaps you play. You got 5 years of college now.
Shout out to Houston for getting a guy like this.
Yeah, number one player in the nation. That tells me that he was probably a fan of Houston. Regardless, he was like a fan. He probably was a fan of that university.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to him, man, for
Mississippi
going to the
schools, so
team.
take notes. Recruit guys close to your hometown. They'll more likely to come play with you. This is proof.
Next guy up, Jared Curtis. He's the guy who people would compare to Keyshawn Henderson as who was the top quarterback in the nation. Jared Curtis is committed to Vanderbilt. He is 6'3.5" with 225 pounds. Number two quarterback, number four nationally. He's from Nashville, Tennessee, Nashville Christian Academy High School. Player comp of Jay Cutler. Hope you guys remember him. He used to play a little running back, so he can take some physicality on the field. He has arm talent on the level of former number one overall pick Cam Ward. He's really good at tucking those elbows and throwing at those sidearms and angles like that. That's how I like my quarterbacks. He's comfortable working off script and a sneaky good athlete. I think he's gonna be the day one starter at Vandy.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Vanderbilt had a lot of good players, not just Diego Pavia. And what's the best way to get over old quarterback? Get your new franchise quarterback, and I think this is the guy. I think he's gonna be the big dog. That should be Vandy fans will be very happy with Jerry Curtis. You got any thoughts on him?
Yeah, flipping from Georgia to Vandy, very good by Vandy, man.
Yeah, I agree. I forgot he did that flip. Let's look at another one on the defensive side of the ball this time. I got Carter Meadows from Michigan, 6'6", 225 pounds. Number four edge, number nine nationally. This is out of composite rankings, by the way. Player comp of Gregory Russo. He's also a D1 level basketball player. He has strong dip and bend at a young age, solid speed around the edge as an upright edge rusher, and a high motor in high school. And hopefully, I think all those things translate. Uh, he's got to get a little bit bigger to take the physicality at the line of scrimmage, but it's a stand-up edge, maybe coming in on pass rushing downs, third down packages. Should be a guy to watch. Tyler. I don't know if you know anything about Mr. Carter Meadows, but he's real good. Sounds like a real good player.
He sounds really good. D1 in basketball and football. I mean, he's a great athlete. So that could be a good advantage for him, especially being a freshman and not having the size. But hey, Michigan puts out edge rushers, so he's a good place to learn.
They do put out good edge rushers. They put out good defensive linemen. I think this Michigan team is young. They got a lot of young talent. But I think if they put it together, and they got a head coach that can do it, and Kyle Whittingham. So I think they might be a sneaky playoff team. We'll see. Let's talk about one of his teammates. Guys probably getting a little bit more attention than Mr. Meadows. I'm gonna say this is Savion Hitter. Excuse me. Running back, 5'11" and a half, 200 pounds, number one running back in the nation, number 12 nationally. Player comp I found was Omarion Hampton. I say he looks a little bit like Shady McCoy, in my opinion, but I'll let you guys judge. Viewed as a top prep running back that we've seen in recent years. Tyler, best running back we've seen in recent years. You think that's true?
That's not true because the best running back we've seen in recent years is going to be Ty Robinson from Brandon High School, graduating this year. He's going to be the best running back. He's going to Michigan, taking his spot. Let's get it.
Well, it don't count because he's not there yet. So he don't.
Well, till he get there, yeah.
So we'll see what Ty Robinson, Savion Hill look like together in the backfield. That should be a nice little combo.
That's gonna be a nice combo, though. That's gonna be nice. I'm being facetious, but that's gonna be a really good combo.
It really is. He's a tackle breaking machine in high school, just bouncing off defenders. He can run inside and outside the tackles, and he's a consistent home run threat when he touches the ball. It's a reason they say they push about this guy so much. He's just like literally Adrian Peterson like type of talent. So yeah, I can't wait to see it. Hometown, he's from Virginia, by the way. So ended up in Michigan. How did they let that happen?
Right, James Franklin. Already messing up.
Let's moving on. Let's head to the SEC country real quick. Talk about two guys. Let's start off with quarterback Brandon Faison, currently in a quarterback battle for not Brandon Faison, Faison Brandon. Excuse me. He's currently in a quarterback battle with McIntyre. I think that's his name. For the QB1 spot, he's 6'3.5", 200 pounds, number 3 quarterback, number 10 nationally. Player comp of Geno Smith. Not my comp. This is a comp I found. I wouldn't go that route. 35-1 record as a high school starter. Doesn't make a lot of turnover-worthy plays. Likes to take advantage of one-on-ones on the outside. And can run the RPO with all-script platform delivery on throws. So this is a guy who's used to working off the script, can run the RPO, running pass scheme, and likes to take advantage of the one-on-ones. Then he likes to target the tight ends down the field as well. Good thoughts on Mr. Faison Brandon.
Yeah, from what I'm hearing, I think he's gonna be the starter. Like I know they're saying it's a competition, but I think they like this kid a lot more than Mike. I do think McIntyre, I believe. But I think he's gonna be the starter. I think he could be the difference maker for Tennessee. I know Joey Aguilar was there. He wasn't terrible, but I think he gets them an extra level.
I think he's a starter as well. They just haven't announced it yet, so I didn't want to say it. But yeah, I think he's going to be a starter. Young guy, 17, 18 years old by the time of his first game snap. So you worry about him with that, but I think he might be, out of all the quarterbacks we talked about right now, he might be the most physically ready to take the field.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he already has a defined skill set. So yeah, I say roll with him. We're going to talk about his running mate from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, Mr. TK Keys. 6'1.5", 194 pounds, number one wide receiver, 13 nationally. Player comp of CD Lamb. He's a big play man, ultra competitive, plays bigger than the 6'1" size, explodes out of his stance at the snap, and makes full speed cuts as a route runner and ball carrier. Like he full speed route runner making cuts in after he catches the ball, running, making full speed cuts. Uh, that is harder to do than it's said. It's harder to do than you think. Tyler, what do you think about Mr. Keys?
Yeah, I like TK Keys, man. He's one of those. He's a receiver. I feel like he plays above his size. Like he's 6'1", but I feel like he plays like he's like 6'4", 6'5", because he's so strong. He catches the ball very well. And Tennessee, they got a good one, man.
Yeah, Tennessee, another team like Vanderbilt, a lot of good young talent on the team. Uh, this wide receiver class is coming out this year. It was special, man. It's nice little crop of ball catchers. Let's go to another ball catcher coming up right here, and Chris Henry Jr. headed to Ohio State. Um, what can we not say about Chris Henry Jr. that hasn't been said already? 6'5", 201 pounds, number 2 wide receiver, number 14 nationally. They put a comp on Nico Collins. I also like to say he reminds me a lot of his father, Chris Henry Sr. His father caught 119 passes for 1,826 yards and 20 touchdowns in a shortened NFL career that got cut due to a car wreck that he was in that he passed away. I don't know if y'all remember them old school Bengals. They had Chad Ochocinco, TJ Houshmandzadeh, and Chris Henry. Man, you think the Bengals receivers are tough now? You didn't want to see them back then.
Right.
Better.
All I need was quarterback.
Yeah. They had Carson Palmer for a little while.
Okay.
But yeah, back to Chris Henry Jr. He turns 50-50 balls to 70-30 balls in his favor. He's a hulking wide receiver with his frame that can add more weight. He can easily get to 220 pounds, but he has to fight this label of being injury prone, injured in high school, got injured in camp. He will be ready to roll when it's time to go on Saturdays this year, but we'll see. We'll see how he goes. I like Chris Henry. I think he's going to be an elite athlete. I think he's going to be a high draft pick. Possibly better than TK Keys, in my opinion.
I think he's better than TK Keys now, if I'll be honest with you. But I think he's gonna be. He might be Ohio State's best receiver coming out of college. He has that potential.
Best receiver.
Their best receiver coming out. That he has that potential. I'm telling you.
Better than Jeremiah Smith.
I think he has. Yes.
Okay. All right. Heading to another pass catcher. We're going to head out west for this one. We're going to talk about USC tight end commit, Mr. Mark Ballman. He's 6'4", 225 pounds, number 2 tight end, number 30 nationally. He got a player comp of Trey McBride. I agree with that. He's a guy who's foregoing his senior year to go play college football this year. So technically, he should be a senior in college this year, but he's going to be tight end 1, possibly wide receiver option number 1 in the passing game, possibly at USC. Quick, sudden movements, can play slot or out wide as a tight end, and offers great run after catch ability. And he's strong, has a strong base, thick thighs. This guy that's going to make a name for himself this year. I'm talking, like I said, Trey McBride, Brock Bowers type of name for himself after year 1. What do you think about Mr. Mark Bowman?
Oh man, he's a monster. I saw some of his highlights on Twitter the other day. This kid can play, man. He's only 17, so that's crazy. So USC got a good one.
Last 17-year-old we saw that had a huge impact in college was last year with Malachi Tony. And I would not be surprised if Mr. Mark Bowman has that type of impact. I'm not saying he's going to have 100 catches, but that's because, they're playing 2 different positions, but he could be a 60-catch, 800-yard double-digit touchdown guy would not surprise me at all. Would not surprise me.
Definitely double digit touchdowns in the red zone. He's definitely gonna be the red zone threat.
Because Jaden Miles, he like to sling that thing, and he like big targets, and it's exactly what Mark Bowman is. And I think they're gonna make it work. All right, we've been talking a lot of offense. I want to give a defensive guy a little bit of love. You ready?
Yep.
Let's talk about Mr. Lamar Brown out of LSU. He's rated as a defensive as athlete, but he's gonna be playing defensive tackle at LSU. He's 6'4", 295 pounds, number 1 rated athlete, number 4 nationally. He's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He has a player comp of Chris Jones, in my opinion. I did not find one for him, so I looked at it a little bit, and I said, that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, he was a two-way athlete, played offensive line and defensive line, and a track and field athlete, set records in track and field his junior and senior year. He has great agility and speed for his size. Tyler, any words you'd like to bring up on Mr. Lamar Brown?
Well, I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad LSU didn't let him leave the building, man, because that's a huge pickup for them. Especially if they're trying to rebuild the team with the Lane Kiffin era, and he's a monster. I didn't realize how fast he was.
Yeah, he's good. They say he's really fast for us. I mean, they talking like I saw one thing say he could be like Jordan Davis type of speed.
That's good.
That's ridiculously good. So if he gets to that size and still runs that speed, another first round pick. All right, I got one more guy to get through. And this is a guy that Lamar Brown was rumored to be teammates with for a long time before he went to LSU. We're going to go with offensive lineman Jackson Cantwell, 6'7.5", 330 pounds. He's the number 1 rated offensive tackle, number 2 national player, has a player comp of Panay Sewell. He's your Gatorade. He's from Nixon or Nika, something like Missouri, some small town in Missouri. But he's a Gatorade Player of the Year. He had 173 pancakes in his first 13 games. Led his team to state championship. He's been with the Miami program since the playoff run of last year, practicing and working out with the team on the sideline for the playoffs games. Went through the spring as the first team left tackle, majority of the reps. He's been playing in fall camp, left tackle, right tackle, and guard. They cross-trained him everywhere on the line. Tyler, your thoughts on Mr. Jackson Cantwell?
Yeah, man, Miami. Man, they got their right tackle for the future, or left tackle, whatever he is for the future. He ain't going nowhere. They're gonna do everything they can to keep this guy, man. Peninsula comp, that's a great comp. And 173 pancakes is crazy.
In his first 13 games.
Exactly.
I think they said, I looked at something like through his high school career, he had nearly 500 pancakes and no sacks allowed. So that's a lot of laying people on their back. I know you can't trust all those stats, but that's a lot.
Exactly.
That's a lot. That's a whole lot. So we'll see. But that's all we got, man. Just want to thanks for all the love and support. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hype up the video. Hit us down in the comment section. Tell us who we left off this list that we should have been talking about. I know a couple of good cornerbacks we could have brought up at Texas and Texas A&M. I could think of another quarterback we should have brought up, another running back. But you guys tell us who we leave off this list that we should have talked about, and who on this list you think is going to have the biggest impact. I'm thinking Jackson Cantwell and Mark Ballman. But hey, if those quarterbacks get to start day one, Jerry Curtis, Faison Brandon could make some big moves. I'm pretty sure Tyler would say Chris Henry Jr., right?
Yep.
But y'all go down in the comment section and tell us what you think. With that, we out. Peace.